Hello, it's me, Angel J, back with another video. Today's topic, why journaling is good for you. So, why is journaling good for you? Let's start. First off, if we're going to talk about it, let's first define it. Journaling is described as writing down your thoughts and feelings to understand them and to understand them more clearly. It also mentions how it's known to help control your emotions to improve your mental health. Now, there are different types of journaling, be it art, travel, or visual. And those are all wonderful, right? But know this, there are plenty more types. But for the sake of this being more of a health and lifestyle channel, that's the type we're referring to today. And that one is called reflective journaling. So now that we know what it is, let's talk about the why. Sometimes we have thoughts in our mind that may not be easy to say. Sometimes we can say them, but maybe we just rather not. Having a journal can be your best friend in that moment. Sometimes we need to vent without having someone else around, and that's where the journal comes in. A journal can be your peace of mind. You can put your thoughts, dreams, and visions in. You can reflect on something that happened that day or something that happened to you in earlier years. You can even talk about what you wish would happen to you in the future. Maybe you have a crush on someone or a desire for a better position at work. Or maybe you want to start a new venture. You can put it right in your journal. If you believe in manifestation, then that would be a great place to start for you. You could say it out loud, write it in your journal, then put the work in. That way it will come true. And some people even use pictures instead of words, and that's called visual journaling. Another way journaling can help is by writing a letter to someone that you don't plan to send it to. Some people are so stuck in their ways that you can't get them to see what they may have done wrong to you. Maybe that person refuses to take accountability and you can't get them to see any wrongdoing. Lastly, maybe you just don't want to address the situation, but you need to get it out, right? You can use your journal for that as well. I remember one time writing a few letters to a few individuals that I didn't want to address directly. And later on, me and my therapist burned the letters. It felt so good to get it out, and seeing the charred letters brought me some peace. But everyone is different. You do it however you see fit. And remember, this is your life and your journal. In the mental health field, journaling is often recommended by mental health experts. People who suffer from things like anxiety, depression, OCD, and such can bring out their things that they're internalizing into their journals. It has been a proven fact that it decreases the dark moments for the disorder. It gives the person with the disorder a distraction, a non-judgmental place for them to vent, and also hope for their recovery. Now, is there advice on how to journal? I'm sure there are, but I don't see the need to give a very in-depth guide on it. My direct advice is to simply write out your feelings. Don't worry about grammar, spelling, or anything stressful in that moment. That moment is all about you. You can draw pictures, draw charts about your goals, and guess what? You can even add your own pictures to it. Remember to accept yourself for exactly who you are in that moment. And remember, there are some things in life you absolutely cannot control or change. But guess what? You can still write it out in your journal. Because again, that moment is all about you and your thoughts. Now let's talk about what type of journal should you get. A regular journal will do. You can find regular notebooks wherever school supplies are sold. And guess what? You can even find them at a local Dollar Tree. No need to go all out unless you want your journal to be flat. Also, in the era of cell phones, most of us will probably use the apps on our phone. You can go straight to the app store and search the word journal, and you should have plenty of options. It's totally up to you which one you like to get. Now let's get into how many times should you journal. You should journal as often as you see fit. You can write in it every night, just like Moesha did. Okay, just jokes. Okay. But yes, you can write it every day, even a few times a day. I personally say no less than a few times a week, even if it's just a few words each time. Remember to go back and read your journal, sometimes before a new entry. Reading your last entry sometimes can be painful, but it does show how far you've come since the last entry. And even if you're still in the same position from your last entry, it will show that you still got some work to do. Remember, be kind to yourself. Life doesn't always go as planned. You're not the only person going through what you're going through. Although it can feel lonely at times, always let your journal know what's going on. And lastly, keep your journal safe. Keep it in a private place. It's up to you who you choose to share it with. But you want it to be shared when you want it to, not because it's accidentally found by someone else. Remember, those are your personal and private thoughts. So what about you? Tell me, do you currently journal? Do you plan to? What has your journal experience been like so far? Please feel free to share down below. I hope we've encouraged you to write or to write more. Thanks for watching my video, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe. And follow me on TikTok, where I bring both health and humor to my videos. See you later.